Hey, what's up, guys? You guys know how I know this video is about to be great? Let me tell you. But before I do that, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you guys follow my boy Millaboy Gaming for gaming and live streaming. Now, in this episode of Riverdale, man, there's so much to cover, man. The Red Dahlia, they picked the right title for this. And I say that because there's a lot that went down. First of all, let me get this out of the way. You figure out that Hiram has a mistress. Her name is Miss Moray, played by the wonderful Cameron Diaz. I was shocked to see her. It's cool to see her again. She apparently, from my notes here, she's pretty much a sanitation worker. She investigated the Sweetwater River poisoning. She was sent in by Hiram to actually do that. She fraudulated, reports of saying that the water was clean, but in actuality it was not. Um, let's see here. Sheriff Minetta is actually alive, and Hermione and him have been having an affair for quite some time, and they plan to actually frame FP for Hiram's death because they actually plotted to kill Hiram. Now, we also find out that the reason for that, Hermione provided to Jughead at the very end of the episode. She says the reason why she do want to do that because I remember I completely forgot that last year Hiram hired Tallboy to kill Hermione during the mural debate in race. I completely forgot about that. My boy Jug was on her ass, and so was Betty. And Betty had a very interesting dilemma too, as well, because her entire desolation of Penelope Blossman, this whole fucking family, man, is just so fucking off their rockets, man. It's crazy because she's a former escort. Now, mind you, Penelope is a former escort herself, and the fact that she's in business, running the Maple Club, which is a brothel in and of itself, during the red light district, the red light district, now is actually pretty humorous to me. Now, mind you, FP, and going back to Hiram now, FP actually wanted to shoot Hiram to avenge Jug's beatdown. Remember, very early in the season, Jughead got jumped by a bunch of ghoulies. They were on some bitch shit. So FP, of course, like any father and parent would want to do, they would want revenge. So FP, aided by Hermione, was told, hey, shoot Hiram and I'll give you the position of the sheriff. And that's why we saw Sheriff FP pull up last week. Last week's episode, The Stranger. Makes perfect sense. But see, now, as you also learned as well, with that being said, FP is pretty much, his back is up against the wall, and so is Hermione's, because, as you all know, Veronica Lodge, she knows how this whole game goes. She actually told him, look, I burned all your damn drugs, all your shit, and your shit is gone. And Hermione's sweating bullets even more now, because now FP actually knows about that, and so does Alice. And I mean, in terms of trying to kill Hiram, that is. Because, FP had sweating bullets. He's like, look, we found out who shot your husband. It happens to be Tallboy. And, Hermione completely was shook. You can just see it in her damn face. But also, back to the initial point at hand, now that, Hermione pretty much ruined her source of income, because she wanted to profit off of Hiram's family's H names, then got me mixed up. Now that she wanted to profit off of Hiram's drug operation because he would be dead. No one would be able to claim that money but Hermione. So Hermione, figured, okay, this is all going to run smoothly. No one knows about it. It's off the books. After we kill him, we're going to sell off those drugs and I'll make a profit. And me and Minetta could run off and do our own thing. Wrong. Her daughter, Veronica, is smarter than we all thought. She looked at her father's ledger, realized there's some dicey shit going down, and she said, look, this has your signature on it. She said, no. That was not me. Your father, I found out that your father was, I remind you, back when the girls had those seizures, because of Claudius dumped all that sizzle rock in Sweetwater River, caused all those girls to have seizures, right? And when we got a flashback of this too, and so when Veronica woke up from that, she recalls her parents arguing, and the reason why they were arguing, as you find out in this episode, was because it had to do with the fact that Hiram had these drugs distributed and manufactured in that prison, that makeshift prison that he had. And so that's why this whole drug operation in Triangle is such a delicate thing, and so important, such a top priority thing for Hermione because that's how she's gonna profit after she kills her husband. And it's so crazy how I'm like, damn, this is really cold blooded. I'm up here thinking that, Hiram wants to kill Hermione because of power. No, no, no. Well, yeah, that might just be his motive. But for Hermione to do some slick shit like this, that's very damn top level right there. I mean, and then again, Hermione is a capo. She does have her own people. Speaking of which, we know that Veronica actually fired her last capos, Nico and Leo, because giving her, logic, hey, you guys can protect my damn father. Even though you're like, look, with all due respect, I mean, now that all these other people think that your father's dead, they're gonna be trying to gun for you now. But it's not like, Veronica's afraid. I mean, hey, she's got people. She knows people. So she's got nothing to worry about. I look forward to see what happens next week, man. And I also really enjoyed Betty's little conversation with her father, because her father, in a very weird way, actually gives her a lot of insight. Because we also learned a lot about Penelope, the fact that she's a complete man hater. Like, she completely hates men, which is why killing Claudius with pufferfish venom is so. Oh, no, I'm sorry, actually killing Claudius with pufferfish venom and Clifford Blossom with pufferfish venom was so elaborate. I mean, she's a fucking serial killer. I mean, she has no problem with going with through with the shits. You know what I mean? So I hope she actually does get locked up. But then again, as Betty finally, contemplated, like, well, not every murderer is guilty, and not every victim is innocent. It's really a nice little callback to what Penelope told Betty, the same exact thing. You're not as innocent as you think you are. So what if I told you? What if I told the cops about how you killed pretty much the fake chick? I mean, you gave him to the Black Hood. I mean, that was his damn death sentence, and that's on you, Betty. But then again, the Black Hood is already in jail, so I don't really see the little thing there. But Penelope, but I guess it has to do more so with the guilt of actually having that done. The whole guilt factor and morality thing is the angle that Penelope's getting at, I guess. But we'll see what happens next week, man. This has been your boy Shaver Speaks, man. I love you guys. I hope I didn't miss anything. If I did, let me know in the comment section below. Oh, also, before I forget, I almost forgot to see. My boy Archie is, learning how to finally get rid of his anger, deal with his anger in more constructive ways. After speaking with Josie, giving him some tough love, giving him a cold shower literally after he walked off of work, not disobeying his orders from his work, his union boss, and shit like that, getting drunk at Hermione's place. He's now, going to the gym and learn how to box, and maybe even jam a couple times with Josie a little bit every now and again, which I think is great. Because not only that, but then also Archie and Hiram are just they formed a truce. Like, look, Hiram's like, look, man, no more moves on. I'm not gonna perform any moves on you. You're not gonna perform any moves on me. Deal. So I really look forward to what happens next week for real this time. This has been your boy Shadow Speaks. I love you guys. Peace and love.